Hello folks, I'm back out in the garage again today. Today I'm going to start working on this bed rail here, trying to get it straight. I was able to go to Harbor Freight the other day to pick up some sandpaper. Unfortunately, they don't have 36 grit, which is what I normally use on the first cut with the air file. All they had, the strongest they had was 80 grit, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that and see how it works. I was also able to pick up a new rubber sanding block, and just in case I need it, mechanical or manual air file. But I got some things I need to show you, bring in and show you, but I'll bring you along for the ride. Okay, this is the passenger side. This is the passenger side bed rail. As you can see, it's straight as an arrow. This is a straight edge. No gap there at all, really. It doesn't even rock. Maybe just a slight bit, but not much. And then, if you take the straight edge and you put it down here, also pretty tight. This comes back to what I showed you guys in the other video, where I showed you down this side and then down the other side. So now let me take you over to the other side and show you what I'm dealing with there. Okay, I give up trying to do this thing holding the phone with my hand and showing you this. It's too complex here, so I just put you on the tripod. Hopefully you can get it. When I put the straight edge up here, it's not bad. There is some waviness, but nothing that can't be taken out with a skim coat of Bondo and be done with it. It doesn't even hardly rock. So I'm pretty straight there. I'm pretty good. Got a little bit of a rock there, and it comes in mostly from this original part here. So the areas that were repaired will need some skim coat. Leave this part alone. Now where the problem comes in is putting the straight edge here. I hope you guys can see how big that is rocking. There's almost an inch difference there if you rock it back and forth, with this area here being really high. If I take it and put it back here, it's the other way around. I don't have quite an inch in here, probably quarter inch or so. This gap right in here, meaning it's this way, and it's tight here, tight here. If I put it down here, it's further. It's pretty good. It's got a slight gap right in here, which I need to do a little bit of work on there. I knew that. And down here, it's pretty straight as well. So, basically, what I'm thinking I'm going to do, there's some low spots. There's one right here that I'll have to fill on the side. You can actually see that in the shininess of the original paint. And then this area here is low. And then this area here, you really can't feel it that way, but I'm sure, maybe not. I don't think you'd even see it if you were to see the truck going down the road. There's a couple of slight areas right in here that'll probably be taken care of whenever I do this area here. So I don't think I'm going to even, I can't. There's no way I can move a whole bed this way a ½ inch with Bondo. I don't care how much you use. So that's just going to have to be okay. So I do have all the tools now, so I think I tried to show you in another segment that I was able to get some more Bondo. I should have plenty enough now. Actually, I have a couple of projects coming up after this project, so I shouldn't have to buy Bondo for a while. But I'm going to get busy, and hopefully this video makes it through. As I said before, hopefully you can't see what I'm talking about. I don't think that area is that visible. It would be right in here where it's high. So I'm gonna get busy on the top. That's what I'm gonna work on tonight, is the top, and see how far I get, and I'll bring you along for the ride. Okay, I did a review of that last footage, and I'm hoping that this will illustrate it a little better. Maybe you'll be able to see it. I don't know if you can see the gap there. I hope you can. It's about a ½ inch, or maybe more, maybe an inch, that rocks back and forth. With this area right in here at this stake hole being the high spot. Get down here, it disappears. Get down here, it's straight as an arrow. So this area right in here is what I was talking about. And like I said, I really don't think that there's anything I can do about that. I sure as heck can't fill a ½ inch or an inch worth of Bondo on this. It would just look horrendous. So this is going to have to be something that you guys are just going to have to forgive me about. But considering all the work we did cutting the whole, basically the whole top rail out here, I think it's acceptable. So, okay, now I'll get busy. I have to grind some BBs off the top of this before I can put any Bondo on it. I'll get busy doing that, and let you see the footage. Well, that feels about as smooth as a baby's butt with acne. Alright. Okay, again, I don't know how much I'm going to need. It's a really long panel, so I'm assuming quite a bit. I bet you guys remember that song, Love Potion Number 9. That's what it feels like whenever you're mixing this stuff up. I'm going to leave it at that. Looks like I got most of it on the top filled. I don't think I needed a whole lot. So we'll leave it at that, let it harden up. I'll turn the air compressor on and get ready for that air file and see how good it does. I'll bring you back when I get started with that. Okay, there are some areas where, right along this bend here, where I'm going to hit it with the cheese grater. Just to knock the heavy stuff down. While this was drying, still kind of tacky. It's pretty warm out here today, so it's not taking too long, but I don't want to gum up that sandpaper any faster than I have to, so I want to wait for it to get good and hard. But while I was waiting, I started looking for other places. There's a dent. And this here is the low area when I run my hand across. Don't know if you, oh, you can see a dent right there. So I need to mark that whole area. Let me get my marker here. Okay. So this whole dent goes right like that. That doesn't look very good. Wasn't intentional. And then here, and then I noticed that there was a crack there, so I investigated a little further. It's a rust spot, but it actually looks more like a crack. I investigated a little further, and it looks like we got some rust up in there. That I'm going to have to fix. That down there looks pretty good. All the way. Just right at the top of the wheel well there. And then I think it goes on. Hard to do with one hand. Right there, I'm not sure really what that is. Definitely cracked. And that's where that circle is. There. Looks like some rust popping in there. And then I also noticed this back here is broken. I don't know if that happened while we had the bed up on the bumper or what. Doesn't look rusty. Doesn't feel real rusty. But it's definitely rust there. That'll have to be fixed. Okay. Well, the battery died on my other camera, on my other phone. So I'm using my other phone that I use sometimes for other shots. But the rust that I found in the wheel well of this is isolated to this wheel well. The other side doesn't have that. I guess this side here just for some reason was having more trouble than the other side as far as taking on water. I don't know. But this stuff here is taking a little longer than I anticipated to dry. I may have not mixed it hot enough. I don't know. But I'm gonna wait for it to dry. It's still tacky to the touch. It is drying, but just taking a while. So I don't know if I'm gonna get done with this part tonight, with this doing the way it is, or if I'm gonna have to come back at it tomorrow. But either way, I'm going to take the air grinder to these areas where I found low areas that need to be filled, and I'm probably going to visit those on the door and the front fender as well, so that I can get bare metal to fill to. I know I threw some right in here, but it'll sand down past that, I'm sure. But that's what I'm going to do for now, and then I'll bring you back. I thought my air grinder had a better disc on it than this, but well, I'll go with what I got. Alright, I'm going to give you a shot. I don't know how well it's going to go with the Alright. I always forget my dust mask. There we go. Now I put the rest up. Surely I won't be able to see. If you guys can see that or not, but it's all clogged up. 36 bit doesn't do this. It's clogged up. It stays pretty clean. You can get a lot more sanding out of one piece of paper. Well, there's a lot of high spots that I should have a dolly or a hammer, a body hammer for, but to shrink the metal down, that area there showing high, but it doesn't feel high. This area here is low. I'm having a heck of a time with video today. I don't know why, but one phone doesn't seem to want to stay on and keep recording, and the other one, the battery died. And anyway, I found a lot of areas that are low, as I anticipated. There's some areas that are high. Don't know if I should, have to see if I should bring the high up or try to take the highs down. I'm thinking the highs are probably right, and everything else is just low. So I'm going to call it a night tonight and then come back tomorrow probably and work on it some more. And hopefully I'll mix a little hotter batch and it'll dry a little quicker. This stuff is still, it's not as hard as I'd like. I'd like it to be nice and hard so that it doesn't clog up the paper. The 36 grit is the ideal for this. Unfortunately, I don't know where to get it around here in my area, with Hobo Freight not carrying it anymore there. But anyway, I know I said that I was going to come back tomorrow and continue on with this video, and I will continue on with the video, but I am going to shut this video off now because I got looking back at the footage, and it's getting pretty long, so I don't want to make the videos too long, otherwise I lose your interest pretty quick. But anyway, I wanted to say thank you for coming along for the ride and viewing the videos. And please like and subscribe. I sure would appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.